All right, let's get right into it. The title for this one, Why You Shouldn't Listen to Everyone. Yet. I know, it sounds a little counterintuitive, right? But trust me on this. We're about to break down why sometimes the smartest, most forward-thinking thing you can do is to actually not listen to what everyone's telling you.
You've probably heard this quote a million times, right, from Henry Ford, but it's just so perfect. If I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. It's not really about cars, is it? It's about this fundamental human truth. When you're on the verge of a massive leap forward, most people can only imagine a slightly better version of what they already have. You know, a faster horse.
And that brings us to the heart of it. If you've ever tried to roll out a new piece of software at work or launch a totally new product, you know this feeling. You know that friction. People get skeptical, they push back. And here's the big idea. There are specific times when you absolutely have to tune them out. And look, it's not because they're wrong, it's just that they're not ready yet. They can't see the future you're building.
And look, this isn't some dusty old history lesson. This is happening right now with AI. It's the biggest car versus horse moment of our generation. We're all trying to figure out if we should be leading the charge, shaping the conversation, or just trying to keep up. So the question I have for you is this. Do you actually know where you are on that curve? Because what you do next, your entire strategy, it all hangs on that one answer.
Okay, so how do we figure that out? Well, we need a map, a framework, and it turns out pretty much every big innovation wave moves through 3 clear phases. It's a super simple model. Lead, shape, and listen. Let's break down what each of those means.
All right, phase 1, lead. This is the wild frontier. This is where just a few visionaries decide to take the leap. They're not sending out surveys or asking for permission, no way. They're in the garage building the car while everyone outside is still talking about how to breed faster horses. When you're in this phase, your only job is to protect that vision, build some momentum, and find the other crazy ones who get it.
Then, things start to shift. You enter the shape phase, and suddenly, you're not alone anymore. The early adopters, the curious pragmatists, they start showing up. Now it's when you start to listen. But you have to be selective. This is all about co-creation. It's about pilot programs, running experiments, and working with the first wave of people who are starting to see what you see.
And finally, phase 3, listen. This is when the floodgates open. The majority has arrived. Your idea isn't revolutionary anymore. It's just the new normal. And at this point, your job flips completely. Now you listen to everybody. The crowd knows what it wants, and your goal is to serve them, to listen really, really closely. It's not about vision casting anymore. It's about execution.
So here it is, all laid out. It's a pretty clear journey, right? You start in the lead phase with the visionaries, and your job is to set the tone. Then you transition to the shape phase with the pragmatists, where you co-create. And you land in the listen phase with the majority, where you just serve the crowd. Different phase, different audience, different playbook.
Okay, quick pause here. If this framework is already getting the gears turning in your head, that's awesome. That's exactly why we do this. If you want to see more tools like this for navigating the future, do me a quick favor. Like this, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Project Human. It really helps us make more of these. Thanks.
All right, theory time is over. Let's make this real. We're going to take this exact framework and apply it to the biggest thing happening on the planet right now, AI. What's so wild about AI is that you can see all 3 phases happening at the exact same time, just in different places. So in the lead phase, you've got the big frontier labs, the ones literally creating the core models from scratch. They're setting the tone for everyone. Then, in the shape phase, you've got whole industries like healthcare, finance, media. They're all running pilots, figuring out how to use this stuff. And the listen phase, well, you've got sectors like government or small businesses that are for the most part still on the sidelines, waiting for it all to become standardized.
Okay, and here is the most important part of this whole thing. It's not just about knowing these phases exist. It's about realizing that your strategy, your next move, depends completely on where your industry sits on this map. Think about it. If you're in an industry that's lagging behind, you have the gift of time. You can watch and learn. But if you're in an early adopter space, the pressure is on to shape what's next, like yesterday. Your playbook has to match your position.
So, enough about big tech and entire industries. Let's zoom all the way in. Let's make this about you. It's time to find your place on the curve.
So, who are you in this story? Are you a founder out there trying to build something from nothing? Are you an intrapreneur, that brave soul trying to push for change inside a big, slow-moving company?
Or are you just trying to figure out your own career path in all this? Because who you are determines how you play the game.
Let's take two very different people. You've got the founder deep in the lead phase. Their biggest danger? Listening to too many people. Seriously, all that faster horses feedback will kill their vision before it even gets off the ground. Their playbook? Protect the vision at all costs and find other visionaries. Now contrast that with the intrapreneur inside a company that's way behind. Their problem? They expect everyone to get it and applaud them on day one. It's not going to happen. Their playbook is totally different. Lead from the inside, build small wins, and slowly, piece by piece, pull the organization forward.
Okay, so I want you to actually do this right now. Ask yourself these 4 questions. 1. In my world, my company, my role, is this technology brand new or is it already mature? 2. Based on that, am I currently trying to lead, shape, or listen? 3. Who should I actually be listening to today? Maybe the answer is nobody. And 4. What does this mean for my strategy tomorrow morning?
See, this isn't some abstract theory. When you answer those questions, it stops being a concept and it becomes a map. It's your personal guide for navigating all this uncertainty.
So what's your next move? We've covered a lot of ground, from Henry Ford's horses all the way to the AI wave today. It's time to land the plane. I want you to remember this one thing. Every single great technology that we take for granted today, the car, the internet, and yes, AI, it only exists because someone, somewhere, had the guts to lead first and listen later. They built the future while everyone else was stuck in the present.
So here's your mantra, no matter where you are on that curve. Lead boldly, shape wisely, and listen strategically. That's it. That's the playbook.
Because at the end of the day, real change doesn't wait for a vote. It doesn't wait for consensus. It happens because a few people decide to move. So you've got the map, you know the phases. The only question left is, what's your next move going to be?